And we're back here on the Stogie Geek Show with an epic segment for you, which I'm super excited about. And actually, I was flipping through a catalog, and that's what got me thinking about this segment that we're going to do right now, which I think is interesting. And I get all the online catalogs. I mean, you name the online site that mails you a catalog, and I probably get it, right? You know, name them by name. You know who they are. You know. So I was flipping through, and I do like to read them because one of the primary drivers for that is I'll look at a cigar that they're selling, and I'm like, wow, I really want to try that. And it, doesn't give me a whole lot of information, right? But it sparks kind of like my list of stuff to try and talk about on the show, and maybe it's something that we all want to smoke, and our listeners probably want to smoke it too if we're enjoying it. So this particular retailer had a really nice layout in their catalog. It's not the typical layout. It was like a full page kind of ad with the cigar, a paragraph about it, and then the prices. And they went through multiple different cigars doing that. And there's quite a few I found in there that really kind of piqued my interest. And I was talking with Will about them, and we're like, we should really make this a segment on the show. And I expanded my list, so I'm just going to get started right into it about cigars that I want to smoke. And the first on my list, and the thing that got me was these are manufacturers that typically I would not go like seek out their cigars. Some of them more than likely fit the bill of the smoker Logan was talking about, right? I buy a box of Macanudos, every other month, and that's what I smoke, kind of thing. Yeah. And Cohiba is one of those brands, right? The non-Cuban Cohiba, it fits that bill, right? It's a Dominican Cohiba. People buy boxes. That's what they smoke every other month. Us cigar geeks typically don't latch on to a traditional Dominican Cohiba brand, but there's a Cohiba Capa Reserva 1980 Edición Diamante.
Is it limited?
Yes.
It's been an annual release. They've been doing it.
An annual limited.
All right. So here's what I'll read you the paragraph. While phrases like limited edition get tossed around the table, when you make the claim that your cigar has one of the most extraordinary wrapper leaves ever cultivated, you'd better get ready to deliver the goods. The Edición Diamante collection of premium hand-rolled cigars features an extraordinary 33-year-old Cameroon wrapper from our 1980 crop. The rarefied leaves have been nurtured and aged to perfection, making this Cohiba one of the most striking examples of the cigar master's art.
Now, this is supposed to be an interesting segment.
Hey, this paragraph piqued my interest, man. I'm like, if you're going to say that and be so bold to say that in your marketing materials about your cigar, it damn well better deliver. And I'm going to go smoke this mother effer. And I'm going to tell you.
You're going to smoke that.
I'm going to smoke it. Absolutely, I'm going to smoke it. Look at the picture. Look at the picture. You want to smoke it. Look at the picture.
When you smoked a Cohiba, what have you always said? Yeah, exactly. You got my point. Oh, whatever. Okay, move on.
Anyway, this comes in an A size in a wooden coffin in an 8 1/4 by 49.
$67.
But goes all the way down to it. Well, no, that's 3 cigars for $89.
Yeah. Well, sign me up for none. Oh, I mean, come on.
Yeah. Okay. So they do have a box of 10.
5-pack of Cigar Federation Stogie Geeks. That would entice me to buy that son of a bitch now. They got
a
come on,
a 6x60 if you're into that for $24 a stick, and they got a Robusto which is about $20 a stick, which is kind of what I want to try one of these.
Why?
I read the marketing. They say it's a wrapper leaf from 1980. I want to try that. The cigar geek in me wants to try that.
1980 cigar company's wet dream.
Exactly.
I was 3 years old in 1980. I got to try that.
You really think that's 30 years? Do you really think that's 30
It's 33 years, but
I don't give a shit if it's 13 years. Give it a break.
I
can't believe that you believe in
what?
Shit.
Keep it down over there. Oh. Will has actually smoked this cigar.
I've smoked it.
And is going to give his assessment of it right now. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready.
I got to get another scotch. Go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
Right,
it's not you, Will. Go ahead.
All right. So I've smoked. This is good. We're gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna say anything.
I need some more scotch now too.
All right. I've smoked a couple sizes of this. I actually did review the Diamante Toro last year. Good cigar. It is a good cigar. I can't comment. I'm just gonna take General's face that the wrapper is as old as they say it is. In the Toro, it was a good cigar. It was $26, which it's not gonna be. So it would be more of a try one for me at that price. Now I did smoke that A, and I haven't read up my notes, and actually I got to thank the guys from Union Cigar in Monroe were kind enough to give me these just out of the goodness of their heart. Probably because they knew I'd plug them on the shit. No, but
I
I'm
mean,
just
why
kidding.
not?
They actually they did give me it, and the A size is very good. Whatever that wrapper in that smaller ring gauge. Now, is it something I'm going to make room for a La Aurora 100 Años Maduro? No. Is it something I'm going to make room for a Year of the Snake? No. Again, it's something that size at $33. It's not something I'm going to reach for, but the A was much better. The A was definitely better than the Toro.
Okay.
My other thing is, this is a pretty good gift idea for your cigar smoker, right?
No, it isn't.
I was going to bring.
I'm sorry. No, it isn't.
I'll
be the asshole. No, it isn't.
I showed it to Paul last week after
I'll get 5 Roma Crafts.
Yeah. I'll get 6 of them.
6 of them.
All right.
Stop.
All right.
Well, I know. I'm sorry. I'm just being.
Let me just say this: is that the people who write product descriptions for mail order catalogs have to be prosecuting or defense attorneys.
Right.
That's all I've got to say because they write some of the
sites.
slimiest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you very much.
I laugh hysterically, and when you read our product reviews, I know it's a shameless plug, but I can't do it. Like, if it's bad, that's why we don't carry bad cigars, because I just can't say that it's awesome if it sucks. I just don't know how they do it.
All right, I'm going to continue on this catalog because I think it's funny. Romeo and Julieta, House of Capulet.
That's their house. That's that company's exclusive they got from Altadas.
Okay, so whatever. We'll skip that one.
Why don't we do our own?
We are. We're going to get there. I'm not done with the catalog yet.
Why do you want to do a catalog?
Because it intrigued me. That's why.
I'll get you like a some kind of like a slut magazine to read or something. Jesus Christ! I mean, it would pique my interest more.
I'm gonna skip that one because.
When we get Diesel?
No, it's not.
We got Stogie Center Unplugged tonight.
I know it. It's been. I had to go Christmas shopping with my wife. I got.
Oh, you did. I know. I was there before you had to. You were stalling.
Oh, I was
stalling.
I went to the bar.
I thought there was more in here. Maybe there was.
You went to the bar.
I went to the bar and smoked. Shit-faced again.
I got shit-faced again.
It's sad. I spent. Never mind.
Okay.
Let's just. Okay,
I don't know. Will, was there anything else in here like a Series R Black or a H. Upman Legacy?
Like a 22-year-old rapper?
We had a good conversation about what was in this catalog, and now you're soiling it.
I know.
You're soiling it.
I'm just.
It was. Yeah. I'm bringing it up here. But,
CAO Flathead.
No.
Is that? Is that the one?
Oh, that's.
The Flathead?
Yeah.
Flathead is the new CAO.
No,
it actually is pretty good.
That wasn't too bad.
That one was a big swing and miss for me.
Swing and miss for you, Rob.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
I love these guys. I love Logan and Rob. I love them. I really do.
Here we go. A St. Louis Ray Gen 2 SLR Stogie Santa.
That's all you got to say. And that's a 13-day-old wrapper.
All right. You know what? All right. Fine. We fuck the catalog then.
About time.
What is?
Let's.
I'm
the
sorry.
first one on my real list.
That's it.
Is the La Flor Dominicana Reserva El Jaco Maduro.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes.
Because you had you had a box of these that were in the store that were ridiculously old, and they were
phenomenal,
ridiculously awesome. So
not many people smoke those.
It's kind of funny. I got an email from an online retailer that was advertising this particular El Jaco Maduro, and they were like $155 for a box of 24 or something like that. Yeah, and I was like, "Wow, those are really good." I'm like, I wonder if I can find a better price. I went to a different online cigar retailer who I happen to have a club membership with, and I got it for a much less reduced price, and I bought a whole box. and I'm really happy about my box purchase.
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, and I haven't smoked one yet from the new box. I gave Stogie Santa one. I wanted to see what you think of this kind of release of them, to see if they hold up to the previous release, to see what they smoke like when they're new. I'm really curious to see what they smoke.
I love doing that.
Yeah,
I love doing that. See, now you're talking.
Yeah, and so that's my real list.
Okay.
So, sorry. Okay, Will, Stogie Santa, what's kind of on your... Logan, Rob, anyone chime in, please.
Something I want to smoke?
Yeah.
I'll chime in because I actually have a list. I thought about it during my pee break. Well, you guys put the Year of the Snake on my list. I've got one in the humidor and I haven't smoked it yet.
Good.
So
Wait, well, I can't wait. I want to have him back on. I want to hear his assessment.
Yeah, you got to send us your assessment.
Please.
Send it to the show at StogieGeeks.com.
Please, I want to hear this.
No, that's probably at the top of the list. I don't know when I'm going to smoke it. I want it to be in the right setting.
Yes,
I
agree.
Don't be outside cold. No, don't do that.
The other thing I want to smoke is the Padilla Vintage Reserve. I haven't smoked that yet. I just was able to get my hands on one. That's their new release that came out. I think it was their IPCPR release.
How'd you do that?
How'd I do what?
How'd you get your hands on one?
I got it from Lou Paulino.
Yeah, I got it from my. I got it from my rep.
And the another one that I got from Lou Paulino is the Pepin was the 10-year, the one that just came out in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
That's also on my list. And one more, and since we've been talking about Roma Craft so much, the Craft series. Logan, what is that called? The one that looks
La
like
Sablarina Cambiano.
Yeah, well, I'm getting them in next week.
That's an interesting. That's an entertaining smoke, to quote Seth from Seth's Humidor.
Yep, we're getting those in.
Okay.
And what is it? What is it again? It's a Roma Craft.
Oh, it's a beautiful looking cigar.
the Craft series. Yeah,
we have it on my Stogie feed.
Yes, you do.
I
Go on
reviewed
to Stogie.
Okay.
Did you smoke that one yet, Will?
Yeah. I tell you what, I liked it. I like it. I've been a little more, and I've probably been a little more critical on some of the Roma Crafts. That's probably one of the best ones I've had.
it's their most expensive one.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
You know what?
Well, I know it's
I
fun.
had problems with the burn early on with that shape, but once it kind of got through the first fifth, it was fine. But when it had those strips of tobacco at the beginning, combined with the covered foot, it was a little tough to get the burn going straight.
Coop, I'm glad you said that, man. Because we had Skip on the show on Cigar Chat, and I actually smoked it during the show, but I wasn't really paying attention to what I was smoking because it was during the show, And Skip was giving me a hard time because it wasn't. He says your cigar's not lit right. The cigar you smoke is not lit right. Well, I had a hard time getting it going, just like you said. But I've got another one, and I want to revisit it in a manner where I can actually pay attention to it.
Okay.
But that's very good flavor to it. It does have some very good flavor to it.
I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember what I enjoyed about it. Is what I'm saying.
I got to give Skip and them credit. That doesn't use a mold, that cigar. It looks like a limited special cigar, and the flavors deliver from it as well.
Yeah,
so I got to tip my hat off on that.
Like it.
Well, that's my list, guys.
Yep.
So
what
do I want to smoke? Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Logan. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that I'm the dissenter again. I mean, it wasn't that it was a bad, it's a bad cigar, the limited release, and it is rolled in newspaper, however they do it, just like the Adeladle. Yep. I mean, I appreciate the quality, I appreciate the craftsmanship. It's cool. I just felt, and I told Skip this, and then he smacked me in the face after he bought me barbecue, and it sucked because I had to go talk to Skip and hang out with him after I reviewed the cigar, so I knew I was going to get mad shit for it. But I mean, for me, it's kind of like, cute. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, oh, I'm going to use all the tobaccos from all my cigars and put it together and make this cool little thing. And I'm going to charge everyone $15 for it when I can go get, I'd rather go get an Intemperance and a Cro-Magnon for the same price and then smoke them at the same time.
Wow.
I don't know. It was just me. I mean, I don't know. It was just my thought on it. But
that word "cute" is very disconcerting.
Cute.
Yeah, cute's not something you want to have associated with your cigar.
It was just. I mean, he used to work at my recently turned private tech company located in Central Texas. Mm-hmm. He's a marketer by nature, and I get it, but I don't know.
I had on my list and Will, this was on your list. of your top 20, 30, 40, 50 cigars of 2013 that you're putting out. The Rocky Patel 26, Rocky Patel how do you say that? Is it
226. That's a good
226?
cigar. That's a really good
Yeah,
cigar.
I want to try that. I really want to try that.
If you put that is probably top 2 from Rocky in my book.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that cigar.
Will, what's on your list that you haven't smoked? I'm really
You've smoked everything.
I'm intrigued by this, Will.
Well, so before I moved to North Carolina, I was much more of less of a boutique smoker. So I kind of missed it. And I moved down to North Carolina in 2008. So I kind of missed out on some of those early Tatuaje limiteds. So I've never smoked the Frank.
Oh,
I've never smoked the original Corona Gorda. So those are 2 that I definitely have that I'd say I really want to go back at someday, and the original Boris as well. I haven't had them. Someday maybe I will. In time maybe, but those are ones I haven't had. I've never had a Padron Millennium either. So I mean that's kind of
we're gonna have
one.
to make
we'll have
that
to find
happen.
someone.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
See, it pays to have a Stogie Santa.
We'll make
Yeah,
that
you
happen.
you gotta have one of those in your life.
We'll make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, but I'd say probably some of those early Tatuaje limiteds, which I just kind of, it really wasn't until about 2010 when I really started smoking Tatuaje.
Did you do the pork tenderloin yet?
I have one. I actually recently was gifted
Okay.
one, so I have. So I
They've
have
lost
one.
a little bit, but they're still good. And
Yeah.
the Millennium is on its downside. I'll tell you that.
What was the direct to store release?
The Cigar Inn.
No, the other one in Mass that we bought a box of that we split. That was
M80?
There was a T110. If you haven't
T110,
smoked
I got
one of
those right out of Hawaii.
yeah,
original
T1, the original T1.
Right.
I don't think I had the original. I think I had the
Yeah,
re-release of the T110.
Yeah, I got. We can
those
make that happen.
Those
too.
were good too. Will, speaking of limited Tatuaje stuff, but what's the other one? It's like a Toro size cigar.
Oh, the Rex, the Barclay Rex.
Barclay Rex, yeah. Barclay Rex is another one that's kind of on my
phenomenal.
list of like really
It
rare
was
limited.
funny, I went into
I have
Barclay Rex
two.
in New York,
I have
and
two
they-
Barclay Rex left in my collection, Will. So maybe we can do a trade for one of them or something. So
Yeah, we may
these
have
are
to
like
work-
ones you should. If you're talking about limited Tatuaje stuff, it's definitely stuff you should smoke for sure.
And I had the little versions of the Boris and the Frank, and they were so good.
The original
kind of got me
Frank
fired
is
up on
by
that.
far,
yeah.
the best.
The Drac, the Torpedo original size one, that was good.
No, the original Frank was.
I never had an original Frank.
Oh man, that was super special.
Yeah. It's interesting. I didn't want it to kind of go into really
Right,
rare
right.
limited
Well,
stuff, but
let's-
the
yeah.
Tatuaje stuff is worth mentioning because there's
and-
so many limited releases that.
Mine, even though Coop did a mini review on, I want to do the Year of the Horse. That's one
Yeah.
of mine. Another
Yeah.
one is going to be Willie's Lancero. I'm really excited.
That was next on my list.
I got this email like 8:30, and just like a week and a half later. But anyway,
Yeah, Herrera Esteli Lancero's on my list.
and the other one you mentioned about the Casada, the
Yeah, Selección España Ninfa.
yeah.
Ninfa, is that the one you're talking about?
I'll let you do that.
Nympho.
Was there another quesada you wanted to try? Or?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
Nope.
I had some ones from La Aurora on there. The Puro Vintage 2005.
we
I'm a
have-
big fan of the Puro Vintage.
We got the 2005 in.
I love the 2003.
I haven't
2003.
smoked that one you gave me still.
The
the
2005
2003
we have. The 3 is still. But
The 4 was kind of okay.
The 3 is the best of the bunch.
Yeah, the 3 is. And those were on sale like ridiculously
Yeah.
cheap online, and I bought a bundle for like ridiculously cheap online. That's a really big stick, though. It's not something you're going to smoke all the time. It's a 2-hour plus kind of smoke. But I thought it was medium bodied, very flavorful, great cigar. So I
These
really want to try
times.
the 2005.
The 5 needs time.
Okay,
A
you've
lot of
had
time.
one, yeah.
A lot of time.
Again in La Aurora, the Preferidos Diamond Chico's Choice. This is when you had on
I
your
want
blog.
to try
Will.
that one.
You put this in your blog as kind of a news item. What's the story behind this one?
So what's happening is Miami Cigar and Company is been going down, and they've been releasing a bunch of regionals. And I think what they've been doing is they've been working closely with their sales rep to kind of pick out. Like I don't know if they've been letting the sales rep pick it, but the sales reps it sounds like had some input. So the Chico's Choice is named after the sales rep covering a mid-Atlantic territory from like New Jersey to like West Virginia. And what they've done with that is it's the Perforito Diamond blend in a almost a Gordo size, 5 by 58. Seth from Seth's Humidor smoked it and was very high on it. And Seth, I have a lot of respect for his palate.
Mm-hmm. Now, Logan, have you tried the Corona Gorda at all that Pete released?
Which one?
The Corona Gorda. It was supposed to be a jar release, but I got them.
Is it the black?
Yes, the black.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I smoked it. It was pretty damn good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I got one. I wish I had more.
Yeah, I talked to him at the show, and he told me, he said they're not going to come out, and they kept pushing apart. So we ended up getting 20 bundles of those. I really enjoyed that smoke. He did a nice job at those.
Yeah, I mean, I think most stuff from Tatuaje is pretty damn good.
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, and the only thing, I mean, first of all, I feel like I know jack shit about cigars after being on this show because you guys are talking about all this shit that I've never smoked. So obviously you filled out my list very good, which is nice. One thing I do have, and I have it in my humidor, but it's one of those things that I just haven't been able to bring myself to smoke is since we're speaking of Tatuajes, the Tatuate, the Old Main in the Sea.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You're going to love that.
Oh,
I have one, and it's one of those things where I know, I don't even know how many release, like 1,000 or 10,000 or how many ever. And I just know once I smoke it, it's gone forever. And
No, it's
haven't.
not. No, hey,
No,
listen to
it's
me.
not,
No,
Logan.
it's not,
No.
Logan.
It's not?
No, I have
No.
some of those.
We can get you some more of those. Smoke
Okay.
it if you
Smoke
like it.
if you like it. I can hook you up.
There was a
bit.
couple of different releases of the Old Man in the Sea, though, right?
Well, it was a black
the
label and
original,
an
the
El
black,
Troubadour.
right? The
Yeah.
original release is what you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So if you like, let's put it this way, Logan, and both, if you both like that and you smoke it and you really like it, ping me and I can make that happen.
Dude,
I want to give Stogie Santa
you're the
a
best. I do, man. Like a virtual hug,
Hey, have
man.
a Stogie Santa.
I want to bring him like right inside my Snuggie and give him just like a good one.
Gotta
You've
have
been
electric-
invited inside the Superman Snuggie.
Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that invite anytime.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Yeah, that's it. But
It's funny. I almost mentioned the Old Man in the Sea too. Somebody mentioned it in the chat room, and I've got that box, and I don't know if I have the one that's got the True Infidor in there, or however you say it, or the black label. I'm not sure which one it
Mine
is,
has
but
the black in it.
I'm not sure which one mine is. But I've got it, and it's been sitting there for a year, 2 years. I don't
well,
know.
that's the original release. Smoke. Trust me when I tell you. Smoke it as soon as you want to smoke it. Ping me, ping the show, and I can if you want a
But
whole
there was
box.
the Old Man in the Sea with the El Triunfador.
Alpha Trump, right?
That
Yeah,
was not
that's-
as good.
No, not as good.
So the black label's the original
Yes,
one.
exactly.
I think I have the secondary one. Boo.
But
Yeah.
it's nothing to sneeze at. Trust me.
I'm
when I
going to
say.
smoke it now. Just
do
okay.
it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm
Do
going for it.
That's it, and you're gonna love it.
Also, on my
Dude.
list was that the new Arturo Fuente Unnamed Reserve
Oh,
for 2013.
that's phenomenal.
Everyone raved about this.
I knew you'd
Stogie
get a
Santa,
Fuente in.
yeah, Stogie Santa was kind enough to put some aside for me when they came in because I had no idea that they had come into the shop, and I got two. I got a Robusto and a different
And
side,
a Robusto and a
a
Toro.
Robusto and a Toro, and I'm really anxious to smoke
I'm
those.
gonna tell you something.
And everyone raved about them.
I'll tell you, last year's was okay. This year's is special, very special.
It's
You'll
another
enjoy
one I have sitting in my humidor, and I haven't smoked it yet. I'll do
Which
the
one,
same
last
thing.
year or this year's?
The one that I have is a Toro. I think it's this year's.
Okay.
I think it's this year's. It's a Toro with the
Is it a
red
dark?
band on the foot.
Is it very dark in color?
I'm not looking at it. I don't know.
Okay,
I know
if
it's got the red band on the foot, and I think it's this year's.
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, they got a red. They both got red bands on the back. One looks almost like a Maduro in color. That's a 2012. Smoke them. The ones in this year, 2013, they are so difficult. I only got one box, 20 of them, and that's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
That's
And
it.
they were mixed Robusto and Toro.
Yeah, really
so you got
unique.
10 Toros
Yes.
and 10 Robustos for one store.
Yeah, it was really hard. And what's coming in is the Rosado, 858 Rosado's coming in.
Yeah, and those are epic.
Oh,
Those are epic.
very much so.
I don't smoke enough Fuente stuff. I don't.
I don't think I
Yeah,
do
you
either.
guys,
You gotta
yeah,
play
Bill
around
told me
with
yeah, some of the Fuente
and,
stuff,
and the
man.
sun-grown E58 for $6 a stick.
Oh
$6.
yeah.
God.
I mean, I've got a ton of them. I just never smoke them. I don't know why.
Oh, smoke them up, my friend.
Dude.
You'll love it.
I'm having a great time on this show. You guys are awesome.
You
This
know
is a lot of fun.
we've talked about on the show before. They made the Hemingway series. They make that in a
remember
Rosado wrapper that's extremely limited,
Yeah.
and that is
Mhm.
unbelievable. That is an unbelievable stick. I get 3 or 4 of those maybe left. I traded and gifted some of those to the Stogie Geeks crew because they're unicorns that speak Estonian. That's how rare they are. So, some of the ones that I got from your blog, Will, was the Avo Movement TAA limited release.
Oh.
Yes, that's the one. You stole my thunder on that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
That
went
was
out,
fun.
it was funny. I did it again when you when in doubt, check out Coop, and I saw that and the way he spoke about this, it was like that's something I really want to try.
And he also
I
spoke highly of
love that cigar.
the Monte Cristo New York Connoisseur Edition.
Yeah,
That's I know we kind of were Altadas, we were a little tough on him. That is an unbelievable
that.
smoke.
And also Alec Bradley Mundial.
Mundial.
That is I'll tell you what, best cigar made by Alec Bradley to date.
Yeah.
Really?
Some of
If it
those
holds out
I
with
stole
age,
those
it's
right
gonna
from
be really
Coop's
good.
list, and I tell you, those are ones those are high on my list.
And the whole thing is, I had one at the shop, and I have no idea what I wanted because what happened by the time I was doing, working both ends of the show, and by the time I get over to to the booth, and they were gone. They sold out quick.
One on my list that is just like off the wall is a Griffin Special Edition Club Series 1 2013. This comes from Atlantic Cigar, actually, is the one that made me aware of this stick. They've got like 8 boxes left on their site. And I tell you what, some of the limited Griffin stuff that I smoked recently was really good. And that's why this one kind of came up on my radar. And I think people don't often think about a Griffin's limited edition.
Look at the one we did.
Yeah.
Did I send one out? Did I send one down to you, Coop?
Yeah, and I was supposed to smoke it on Thanksgiving, and I didn't because I was just stupid. But I'm gonna hold that for Christmas Eve, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, some of that Griffin Special Edition stuff is really, really good.
And it's not.
And we
limited,
review their
special.
regular line, and their regular line, some of
Sucks.
it's like smoking air.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is
That.
totally not that. It's like a opposite ends of the spectrum. So don't dismiss the Griffin Special Edition, and don't buy all of them. So that
And I can't wait for Pete's new releases on the La Riqueza.
yeah,
That's something.
Well,
I'm
Pete came on the show
really looking forward to.
2 episodes ago, right?
Yep.
And Will covered it in his blog, and we obviously interviewed him on the show. He talked about a lot of stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And the La Riqueza was one.
And that was all first-time information
Yeah,
by
absolutely it
contrary
was.
sources.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, and that's what I said to him. I said that was my favorite blend, and that's what he said. He said that was his love of his he loved that cigar, and I love. I love that.
I forget
cigar.
about it a lot. It's a really good cigar.
It truly is, and I can't
Yeah, I've got
wait
a
for
few
it
of
to
those
come out.
like Robustos kicking around that I found in my
Smoke 'em.
humidor. Yeah,
Smoke them. They are really fantastic.
they are really good. You can find them at a pretty good discount too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all the ones on my list. Will, Logan, Rob, Stogie Santa.
Casa Cuba by Fuente.
Oh, you haven't had that one yet? That's
Oh,
really good, Will.
That's already taken care of. That's on. It's in transit.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
You're all
Wow.
set. You're all
Ask
set.
Yeah, I mean, I
shall
couldn't get them.
receive.
They didn't get them down here in
Stogie
Charlotte.
Santa.
I went around.
That was one, Will, I bought a couple of, and I went back and bought like 5 more, and then they were gone. And I was glad I grabbed what I
we
did.
got we got some more in.
You got another shipment of them?
Yep.
I'm telling you guys, buy those up. Those for $10 or whatever.
Yeah, they're
that's,
$11.25.
it's like a Toro. It's a solid smoke. It's really it's not just good. It's a notch above that, right? It's
Yeah,
like a box split in my rating
That's
system.
it's
a box split.
It's a box split.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
It'll surprise you because it's not that typical Fuente kind of branded stuff.
And
but,
I'll tell you what, the Don Carlos Lancero.
oh God,
Oh.
that's an Oasis level smoke.
That's
Whoa.
oh
Whoa.
that's-
Whoa
that's-
now.
I know it. That's That's
That's like if you could ever find more, you'd buy as many as you could.
I would. I
Oh.
truly, they're crazy, but
If you could get an opportunity to buy a box of those, oh god,
That's-
and they wouldn't last long after you buy a box of those either, because they're so smokable.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, that's a great call.
all day long.
I kind of transitioned into some of the brands that I wanted to try and smoke more of, and this is maybe a brand that I've tried a couple of that I want to go back and try more of. Brune Del Rey obviously is one of them, and,
Yep.
and I'm going to smoke
Yep.
my way
Oh,
through
I-
some
I-
of those.
I-
Yeah,
Thank
the other
you,
one
Coop.
that I think Will has smoked more of than a lot of the rest of us on Stogie Geeks, and I don't know about Logan and Rob, and that's Lou Rodriguez. And you've
Dude, Lou Rod's awesome.
yeah, and Will has reviewed a lot of his sticks and spoken very highly of them. And I've never had a Lou Rodriguez
Yes, you
cigar. So,
Yeah.
You did.
and I think it's did I?
You had the
Yeah.
unbanded.
Oh,
We set
okay.
those up.
That was my unbanded.
Yeah.
Okay, that was your.
We did that. You don't remember doing that?
No, I
imagine
don't.
The weird box press we had that
Yeah.
night.
Okay,
I don't-
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
wait till the unbanded Lancero that I sent down. Wait till we smoke that.
I think that's
Oh,
next
nice.
week.
It is next week.
That is next.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I got yours and Mark Jr.'s at home. Wait till we smoke
We
that.
may do. Next week is our last show of the year.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think it is.
Is it?
We'll do 2 unbandeds for that show.
Yeah.
'Cause I could do my unbanded too.
We
That's
can do
5.
yours too, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
5 years old.
Nice, nice. Easterner and the Corona size, which we have, which EP Carrillo was kind enough to send us. I've started distributing some of those samples. I want to try that.
They're finally coming in their own.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
And
That's
Steve,
what I
actually,
said. I
expert
think it's a
Steve
very
smoked one
good
tonight.
stick.
He said it was very good. So
I think the
Yeah.
Toro has been the best. I like the Toro better than Robusto, but I hadn't had the Corona, so
Mm.
Derek kind of hooked us up with that. who's
you
the
haven't
new
got
rep
one yet.
up there.
I gotta ship those to you, right? Well,
No, he sent to
Oh,
me
you have
directly.
some- okay.
So those are all yours.
okay.
Mhm.
The De Crossier, I had that ridiculous 60 ring one, but they make that in different sizes. Will that you reviewed on your
Yeah,
site?
I'm gonna get. I have some others at home. It's actually a different blend too, and a different size.
Yeah, I want to try those.
Yeah, the Diplomacy is a really good cigar. That's a smaller ring on
What
that.
are they, I know it.
Oh my God, that's so. Stogie San is holding up a Tatuaje Cojite, which is
Oh.
a direct-to-store release.
From Market Tower Cigars.
And I tell you what, when we talk
Oh.
about our top cigars of the year, this is one Mark Jr. and I we're gonna be pretty close in this one
Yeah.
because I tell you what, that Cojite is, it's the Tatuaje blend in a short
Mhm.
Robusto. You know, maybe other than the T110, it might be his only other short Robusto he's probably ever made, and it is epic. It is epic.
Mm-hmm. And I looked about 2 or 3 months ago, and I think he had a couple of boxes left.
I have one. I haven't smoked it
You
yet.
got to smoke
Oh,
that. Yeah,
now's the
I
time.
know Mark
I
Jr.'s
might-
been pinging me on
I
that.
might be ordering a box of those
If they're still there.
if they're still there. Yeah, for sure. Another one Will and I were talking about today was the Perdomo Edición de Silvio. You had some aged ones, but I wanted to tell that
kept a
story for our
couple.
listeners.
Oh,
We had some aged ones that were really good. That
No,
was like
they
the
were
original
always
release
the original
from
release.
like 08 or 09 or something like that.
06, 05.
And they recently released those this year.
They're
and
crazy. In
I've only
price.
had the Salamone and the Natural Wrapper, which is a
Do the
gigantic
Maduro.
cigar
The
for
Maduro.
$31. And you think, well, Perdomo, $31, is it really worth it? It was a really good cigar, and I would definitely encourage everyone to buy one and try it in that size. That size is kind of tough because to buy that cigar for $31 in a Salamone size, I don't know if I'd go crazy buy more than one or two. But they make that in a Maduro and a Natural Wrapper, and they now on their website are reporting that they're making that in different sizes, including a Robusto. And I really want to try that because it's going to be less expensive in a Robusto size than a Salamone. And to try it in the different wrappers, because the original ones we had were Maduro in a
Right.
Robusto size. So that's one of my lists. That's by far the best Perdomo I've ever smoked.
Oh,
Is that
there's nothing.
De Silvio line for
it's-
sure?
It's special.
Yeah. Also on my list is kind of a weird one. Is Will and I were talking about the 1118 size from Camacho. In the original Camacho blends, right? That 1118 size, in a lot of their different blends, regardless of what it was, everything from a Connecticut all the way to that triple Maduro, that 1118 size was really special. That 1118, what was the size? Will, what did that denote from Christian Aroa?
It
was
was,
like his
Christian Aroa's mother's birthday.
birthday.
Yeah, right.
He took that with him when he went to CLE.
Right.
Yeah.
So
if you notice,
Camacho
the new
now-
Liberty it's not called an 1118
Yeah,
anymore.
Camacho
But
now
it's
does
but it's
not.
an 1118
Yeah,
size.
exactly.
The 1118 Connecticut from Camacho doesn't exist anymore. The CLE 1118 Connecticut does, and I'm curious to try that particular size in that blend.
And I'm going to tell you something. His new one, the Prinzado, the smaller one on his the new one he released.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm smoking more of those.
Which one is that now?
The one he just released. We all smoked it. We all pinged. What's his, Christian? I told him.
The Aroa
Yeah,
series.
the Roa series.
Those are great too. I want to smoke.
Prinzado is the name of it. I think the smaller.
That was one of the best cigars I had from the show.
Yeah,
Mm.
that is. I'm surprised. That's what I'm going to smoke. I am smoking more of them.
Yeah.
They're a special cigar. And it's hard to believe it's a Honduran Puro. I just don't believe that.
Another one that kind of fell off my radar too was Elohio.
Yeah.
And I know Tim was big on the Elohio.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that Elohio Salomon was truly special.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one that I got to come back to as well.
And the other one I'm smoking more of, we're talking about, is the Famissimo from the what's his name? Raphael on the
Aging room?
aging room.
Yeah.
Fortissimo?
Yep.
The Forti-
Yep. I'm
It's
telling
starting
you.
to come into its own.
Oh, isn't it?
Mm.
Remember we
Yep.
smoked that? It was It is getting. It's almost like a temperature. It's just going higher and higher and
Nice.
higher. It's really coming to its own. I love that smoke.
Kind of the last one for me is Nat Sherman. And they released some new ones like the 1930 and what's the one with the silver
Sterling.
Sterling. That's one I want to come back to as well. I think they were kind of young when they were released.
At the show when I was at a private dinner with them, they were unbelievable. I really was raving about those.
I remember that.
I did, and then they came
Yeah.
in. They
they weren't
just
the
like,
same.
They,
Yeah.
I don't.
And
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
want to go back to because I think it has some serious potential.
Yeah. Yep.
So.
I actually have one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So Logan, Rob, have you guys is there anything you smoked before that you want to go back and try, or anything new that really
really sticks out in your mind?
The AFR by PDR. AFR
Yeah,
75.
the AFR 75 is a really good cigar.
Very good.
Yeah,
cigar.
and we don't talk a lot about Pinot Del Rio, so I'm glad you guys kind of mentioned that.
Yeah, they're big ring gauges. I think the smallest was a 56. And that's the size that I really liked. I mean, the other ones were like a 60, and I think a 60 and a 62. I think I could be speaking out of turn there, but the smallest ring gauge, it had a ton of flavor. I really like that cigar.
Mm-hmm.
And my top 10 list, I guess that we did kind of a
quote unquote.
Yeah, like a collaborative top 10, so to speak, on Cigar Federation. We had our 5 moderators all submit their own top 10, and we're kind of doing a group top 10, if you will. But in my top 10, the AFR 75 of new releases, that was my number 2 for this year. I really, really like that cigar. It's a little bit expensive, but I mean it's in that $15 range. But for the stuff that you're going to get in that $15 range, like a Padron 64 Maduro or like a Liga or something like that. I mean, it's on par with those. I mean, it's a different cigar
in my book.
Yeah,
it was.
for sure.
Yeah,
I like that one
on
a
the
lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's going to be on my wish list.
Yeah, Hey, you know what, Stogie Santa? I'll take care of you on that one. How about that?
Okay, that sounds great.
There
Thank
you go. See, I can contribute. Look at that.
It's all about the brotherhood, dude.
There you go.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you something. Here's something. If you can somehow get your hands on these LEO 5s.
The Avo?
Oh, my God.
I've heard.
Oh.
Catfish won't shut up about that stuff. He loves it.
I'm telling you, that's the best limited edition. There's nothing even remotely close.
Wow.
Remotely close. I know the 85th was great, and everyone loved that. Hands down, not even close to LEO 5. Not there's something floating around somewhere. You know that. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, Paul Joyle she says the same thing about that cigar.
Oh, it is.
That seems to come up in everyone's.
Yep. So that's something. If you want to smoke some more. Oh, forget it. That's what happens. Too much scotch here. But anyway,
That's when it was
try
time to end the show. Is when
Exactly.
we start. We can't talk anymore.
Exactly.
We
At
just
the end of
drink
the
till we
show.
can't talk, and that
No, I can't talk in the beginning or the end. So
Hey,
Makes
Paul.
no
Before we
difference.
wrap up, we should do a contest update.
I was just gonna say, let's
Yeah.
do the contest and then wrap this up.
Okay.
So I still have my contest out there. I've only got one submission for my contest of the Epic 3-pack of Oasis cigars.
Only one?
I've got one, and I want to give them props. And I don't remember. Will, do you remember off the top of your head who it was? Can we plug them in some way, shape, form, or fashion? They've got a YouTube channel.
Oh, was that so? The two.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
resubmitted it.
They did. They
I'm
resubmitted
sorry,
it
I
with
don't
a
know.
ranking.
it was the two older gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, did you love the way they say Nicaraguan? Did you love
Oh,
that?
they-
Yeah.
They had me on the floor.
But you know
They
what
did a
though?
good job.
Yeah.
They did a great job. They
Didn't they?
redid their video to include our rating system after we said their submission.
Yes,
didn't
I
they?
remember that. That was a couple of 2-3
We're
weeks
we're
back.
gonna run their review on the show. I promise.
And Coop
next week we'll run their review. But I've only gotten one. So if you want to submit a cigar review, you got to tell us what cigar it is. You got to talk about the characters, flavors, about the cigar, and submit it with our ranking system, our rating system. Submit an audio or video to the show at stoigeeks.com. We'll include you in that. I want to get some more submissions before we actually pick a winner. You
That
win
was great.
an Epic 3-pack of
Good cigars, yeah.
yeah,
they were great
of our
cigars.
yeah. You get a Paul Gamarian, you get a Padron Millennium. So submit that, and we'll run your reviews on the show. I'll probably let that trickle into next year to let some more submissions come in. Will has been doing some contests as well, and I
Yep.
want to update everyone on that.
Yep, so we got two. So first of all, there's the Camacho sampler pack, and to give that's going to run through the end of the year. All you have to do is email the show at stogiegeeks.com, and you can check Cigar Federation for the details of it as well. All you have to do is submit an email with a cigar that was reviewed on Cigar Coop and one that was emailed on reviewed on Stogie Geeks.
We got a lot of submissions for that already.
We got a lot of submissions, and we're going to pick one at random. We'll do it on the first show of next year. So real easy. I mean, this is a no-brainer. All you have to do is there's plenty of cigars you can find on both sites. So we have quite an inventory. So just email, and just if you could put Camacho sampler contest, so it's a little easier to find. I'm not holding anyone to that, but I just want to make sure I don't miss anything with that. We all get that, but I'm keeping those, and we'll pick one at random. The second contest, and I want to thank Seth from Seth's Humidor. He got a box of RYJs that he wants to donate to Stogie Geeks. This is just out of the fellowship of cigar. He likes the show. He likes what we're doing. And he said, why don't you guys give it away on the show? So I'm going to try to – I kind of
So
teased
wait, it's
a lot.
a Romeo and Julieta.
RYJ.
Oh, it's their.
It's the new release. It just came out. The Nicaraguan Puro.
Okay.
Yep. So this is from Seth at Seth's Humidor, who's a real good friend of mine, and he does a great job at Seth'sHumidor.com. Here's what I'm gonna do. I tease this for the live show, so I want to kind of hold this more for the live audience and give them a shot. So as long as I get 5 entries tonight, I'll pick a winner tomorrow. But if I don't get 5 entries, I'm going to extend it because I want to at least get a few. But very simple. All you have to do is email the show at stogiegeeks.com, put RYJ contest, and tell me what Seth from Seth's Humidor scored the RYJ and what Stogie Geeks rating I gave it.
Nice.
Very
so two
easy.
Things. Yeah, two
Two
ratings.
things, and it's it's very easy. Like I said, if we get 5 tonight, I'll pick a winner tomorrow and announce it on Cigar Federation and contact that person via email.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the first time people are hearing about it. So thank you to Seth, by the way.
Kudos.
Very much appreciated of that. Yeah.
Well,
And
and don't forget the worst rule. No Cigar Federation moderated or carried shows are eligible to enter this contest.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's-
Seth.
That's Cigar Coop, and you can blame me on that. And I think what I want to do, the moderators work real hard, and I think I want to keep it kind of. I think I want to try to do something for those guys next year because they do a great job. So I'm not trying to exclude them. I want to make sure that this is for, I want to really keep this kind of more open and kind of the rule of I kind of look at those guys as family. So you
So
know,
we have 3 open contests right now.
yeah, and these are good prizes we got going on right
Yeah.
now. You'll have that RYJ box if you get those emails in. You could have that RYJ box by next week.
Yeah.
There you
So-
go. That's pretty simple.
Merry Christmas.
And now,
Exactly.
Logan and Rob, you guys got a holiday thing going on, right? On Cigar Federation. You got a cigar swap thing going on.
Oh yeah, we've got kind of a Secret Santa type thing going on. You know, this might be one of the times right now that we actually don't have an active giveaway going on, do we, Logan?
Well, in our effort to blow out our email list of people we can send emails to buy stuff, but other than that,
But yeah, you guys got the cigar
4-pack.
Yeah. Well, no, you've got a thing in the forum where you can sign up and do a Secret Santa.
Oh yeah. I think that is. I mean, it's not closed. I'm pretty sure it's closed, but yeah. I mean, we had, I think like 20 or 30 people sign up. How many would we have sign up, Rob?
I think we had I think it was about 35.
Yeah. So we all got paired out with different people. I know my package has been launched. I have not received a return package, so whoever my Secret Santa is, you better get your head out of your ass right now.
Well, you
Send
know
me
what?
something.
You know the moral of the story there, Logan, is to launch your package. I think it's
Launch your package.
launch your
Whoa.
package.
Yeah,
Hey, now.
dude.
Let's
I know.
keep it
Half
clean.
chubby coming your way.
Oh my!
Not
God.
appropriate, but
No,
okay.
it's all right.
It's
It
all
I
right.
actually sent my end out today.
Shocker.
Yeah, isn't that shocking?
Kind of, actually.
Thanks everyone for listening to the Stogie Geek Show. Thanks to Logan and Rob from Cigar Chat, and
Absolutely.
thanks to
Great job,
everyone
guys.
on Cigar Federation in the live chat, and thanks to you guys, Logan and Rob, for helping keep Cigar Federation going. It's great to be a part of the community, and I want to encourage everyone on the final note to go join the CRA, Cigar Rights of
Absolutely.
America,
Very
preserve
important,
our
guys.
rights to smoke. And with that, we will end the show because we've been talking for like
Too
3
long.
hours, something like that. So thanks, everyone, and we'll see everyone on the
God
next
bless.
episode of the Stogie Geek Show.